Alright, yo, what is going on, guys? Flamebreaker here, and welcome back to the monthly series where I tell y'all what to look out for the month of whatever year it is. So, yeah, let's hop into it. First on our list, we have Mafia the Old Country. Now, this is a prequel to most of the games where you play as this guy, obviously, named Enzo Favara. And basically, Enzo is trying to prove his worth to the Mafia family Torrisi? Torsi? I, I'm going to offend the whole fan base. Good God. But yeah, he's really trying to get into becoming a man of honor in the Mafia family. And this story takes place in kind of the 1900s. Silky, I think it's what it's called. And this is kind of what Enzo's life looked like before it looked like this, quite literally. He was forced into labor as a child, I think working in a sulfur mine. I think that's what it was. But yeah, the graphics look really good. The gunplay looks good, I would say. But yeah, so this kind of seems like the story where Enzo kind of has like to climb the ranks. Like I said, prove his worth to the family, do what it takes to, kind of escape his workload life. This game is coming out on the 8th, so not too far from now. And yeah, let's move on. Next up, we have a port to the PS5. This is Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Now, from what I know about this game, the first game was like this girl had to like cleanse her soul from Hela, like the goddess of death in this game. And in this one, she's like pursuing Viking raiders. And to be honest, I do not know a lot about this franchise. Now, this does remind me a lot of God of War. So if you're looking for something kind of like that, this may be the game for you. This does look pretty good. This game is coming out on the 12th. Coming out on the 26th is Gears of War Reloaded. This is a remaster of the very first game coming out in 2006, or the game that came out in 2006. This one, coming out the 12th. But this game, basically, for any of y'all who don't know, it's essentially these aliens named the Locust are invading the planet Sarah, which is what these guys are all on. And this guy, Marcus Phoenix, I think that's what his name is, gets set free because he was imprisoned for disobeying orders. But he's let free in order to join this group called Delta Squad in order to fight back against them. And it's basically, if y'all have ever played like a Warhammer game, it is like a lot similar to that. Pretty much just giant dudes with chainsaw weapons with giant guns. This game, as it just said, has co-op split screen. So if you want to play this with a friend or multiple, I don't know how many it supports, you can do that. You can use all those really awesome weapons, fly around in helicopters, EMP people, apparently, fight against freaking Doom Eternal looking monsters, and more. So, yeah, this game, once again, is coming out on the 26th, and yeah. Also on the 26th, the Helldivers are getting reinforcements, as Helldivers 2 is coming to Xbox. I don't think it's coming to Xbox One, so they might lose a couple of reinforcements that way, but still, still got a lot more reinforcements than they did. So, what this game is about, if y'all don't know, it's essentially you play as these guys called the Helldivers who drop into various planets and spread democracy, as they say, manage democracy, and basically you just shoot everything. You just see enemies and you shoot them. You sometimes save civilians, get your car rolled on you, get crushed by a car that flipped, and use all sorts of awesome weaponry. Now, this game I have actually played, and I can tell you this game is awesome. The weapon variety, as well as things you can call in, is absolutely amazing. And with, coming out on Xbox now, the Helldivers are gonna need some much needed reinforcements now, like I said, because from what I've heard about having it only be exclusive to PC and PlayStation, they haven't been doing so well. But now with Xbox players joining the fight, it's looking a little bit better for the Helldivers now. But yeah, like I said, this game is coming out on the 26th as well. And yeah, let's move on. Next up is Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. But basically, for this game, it's a remake of the third game of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It's a remake of that, and basically what the story is, from what I've gotten, is you play as Snake, who is now a like Fox operative, which I don't actually know what that stands for, to be honest. Please don't judge me. You get sent to a Soviet military base in 1964 during the Cold War in an attempt to destroy a superweapon and rescue a scientist. In the process, though, the boss of the kind of like Fox uh, agency betrays the company, betrays Fox, and I think destroys the lab as well. He does something with nuclear weapons. So yeah, he just screws up everything. Pretty sure he destroys the lab. So yeah, if you're into Metal Gear Solid and you like running around as a military officer wearing freaking duck um duck gear, like gear with a bunch of ducks on it, and wearing a duck mask. Okay, if you want to do all of that, then this is the game for you. This game is coming out on the 28th, by the way. Also coming out on the 28th is Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World. Now, the original game is basically Kirby gets sucked into a portal and it transports him into this kind of like quite literally forgotten land. And he has to team up with, I think, that thing actually, the little blue chinchilla looking dude, and just rebuild the city, get its people back, and confront the dimension hopping entity that is supposedly controlling all those beasts that are called the Beast Pack. So that's like the main game. The DLC, the Star Crossed World, basically is a new story DLC and adds a whole new mystery where this mysterious meteor crashes in to the Earth and you have to scour the world. You need to pick up those star fragments called Starries and figure out the mystery behind this weird meteor. You can munch on everything and spit it back out, and sometimes, you can even use it to transform into that like car thing or whatever, basically turning yourself into the T1000. And yeah, this game is coming out on the 28th, and let's move on. Here we have Shinobi Art of Vengeance. This one is coming out on the 28th as well, and the story behind this one is you play as this guy named Joe Musashi. I think that's what it's called. What his name is. I think it's how to pronounce his last name. And essentially, yeah, his village is under attack. When he gets there, his clan is turned to stone and his village is just burned down. So now he must master the ninja arts in order to get back at who did this and get his revenge. Now, this game is actually made by the Streets of Rage developers. So if you love those games and want kind of something similar to that and kind of a mix of the kind of the 2D classic side scroller Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games, this may be the one for you. And lastly, we have Lost Soul Aside. This follows the story of Kaser, this guy right here. You play as him after an invasion by these beings called Void Ranks. Void Ranks? I think that's what they're called. But yeah, basically they've invaded humanity and took the soul of his sister from him. So now he's going on a journey in order to save the soul of his sister, but also, all of humanity. So obviously, as you can see, this game has very much style Devil May Cry, kind of hack and slash, sword fighting into it, kind of like over the top powers, all these like really unique weapons and everything. So yeah, this game is coming out on the 29th. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, be sure to like and sub, and let me know in the comments what game you're most excited for this month, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.